honorable delegates of the annual meeting of the EU representatives, ladies and gentlemen. I send this greeting from the late-night hours to Cyprus, where the first anniversary day of the informal summit of the European Union has just ended. I think it is a good time because, together with the other leaders of EU member states, we were primarily concerned with a huge energy crisis caused by the war conflict in the Middle East. On the one hand, we have agreed that the crisis is particularly unfavorable for the development of inflation and economic growth. On the other hand, in my opinion, we underestimate the seriousness of the crisis because I do not feel any effort to take immediate, urgent measures at the entire European level. For a great success today, the unblocking of the 90 billion military loan for Ukraine, for which the Slovak government did not agree, and for which Slovakia is not even participating. Personally, I believe that a much greater success is the reopening of the European Union, for which the Slovak government has literally fought bravely and with the use of pressure. Ladies and gentlemen, whether it is a war conflict in the Middle East or the loss of the competitiveness of the European Union, the greatest challenge for all of us is the high prices of energy, and in the future, perhaps, their shortcomings. The European Union remains growing for a long time. Productivity and the ability to transform innovation into global success. We have been discussing this for a long time at the summits of the European Council, and in my opinion, so far without concrete, effective results. Even at today's informal summit in Cyprus, I was very interested in what measures, for example, the President of the European Commission will take to stabilize the price of energy. Because until now, all the proposals of the European Commission did not represent systemic changes, but only a transfer of responsibility on the shoulders of member states and pressure on our national budgets. Today's informal summit did not bring any changes, so I clearly mentioned the mix of measures we need at the summit of the government of the Slovak Republic. First, it is not possible for the scheme of flexible state aid for large companies to be tied exclusively to the possibilities of national budgets.